Hey, how's it going, everyone? This is Coach JC. Everyone gather around should be a good one today. Today's topic is you don't put a good woman on hold, expect her to be there when you're ready. A lot of times, as men, we want to put a woman on the clearance rack, we want to put her in a cart, but we don't want to purchase the item. It doesn't work like that when it comes down to women. You gotta see these opportunities. You gotta strike when the you gotta strike when the iron's hot. Because a good woman, like I said, they're hard to find, they're hard to really dilate with, to be with long term. So when you got your good woman, don't put her on the shelf, don't hide her, don't try to act like you don't exist, or don't try to be apart from her. Try to make sure that you're emotionally ready for her, physically ready for her, emotionally ready for her, and just go 10 toes down for her. That's the one thing that I learned, me being, I was in my 5-year marriage mark, I had to really, to my wife, I had to really be intentional with her. I knew that was something that I knew it was very big for me. And it's big for a lot of men. You gotta go after your woman, you pursue her, court her, date her, just be relentless in your pursuit of her, And that's the thing that separates the guys whose marriage ends quickly are the ones that, last pretty much a long time or pretty much even a lifetime. So you gotta really pursuing her, really engaging in her, really make yourself happen with her. Because like I said, women, they can get bored easily too, especially the same old, same conversation, the same dialect, where you're not really trying to motivate her, not really trying to elevate yourself. And like I said, women, they get bored, they can walk away too. So you gotta be very conscious, be very aware when you're out there, when you're out there dating a woman, and you feel like this person is, potentially to be your wife, potentially to be someone special in your life, you gotta really pursue her, You gotta have the gazelle mentality, like Dave Ramsey would say, when it comes down to paying down your debt, you gotta run like a gazelle. But like I said, when you're out there dating, and like I said, a good woman, hard to find. Not so hard to find, but it's like hard to kind of find the same person that has the same mindset, the same opportunity as you, the same wisdom as you. Y'all in the same direction. You have pretty much a shared vision together. It's hard to find that, and when you do find that, you do need to. When you do find that, you need to make sure that you're capable of maintaining her, make sure that you're doing your best, your due diligence to keep her. You know what I mean? Even though it may seem tough, it may seem challenging, but you have to continue to pursue her, and don't put her last. Like I said, me being married for 5 years, I've done a lot. You got to continue to push through. Whatever you're going through, like I said, ups and downs, whatever you got going on, you got to continue to push through. And like I said, seek help, seek for understanding, seek for clarity, and just continue to pursue her. It's gonna work itself out in the end. But like I said, you got to put the work in, put the mindset into it. Don't put her like I said, don't put her on the clearance rag, or don't put her on a cart waiting to be bought. Nah, just go head first. Keep try to just take the opportunity that you had with her. Because like I said, a good woman, like I said, they come a dime a dozen. They might be good for you mentally, emotionally, but spiritually, it might not be there for you, or it might not be there for you mentally or emotionally for you, but spiritually, they can fill your cup. So, like I said, two people got to feel forward to one another. That's the only way it's going to work. Gotta be selfless, gotta be ready about for each other. You got to be ready for each other to open up during the hard times, during the difficult times, through times that might be tragic, that might be unbearable to see. But you got to go for it, hard, work together, work as a team, work as a unit, and come together and try to make things happen. That's unity is everything. And anytime we're fighting with one another, fighting as a team, doing the work together, then that's when you know you're going to grow or you're going to expand. You know, when you're not growing, you're not expanding as one, you start becoming stagnant, becoming draining towards one another. You start pointing fingers, you start playing the blame game, you start arguing, making petty fights. So you don't want all that. You know, not to say you're not going to argue, you're not going to fight, because that's that's just the human nature. You're going to argue, you're going to butt heads, but at the same time, though, you got to come to a strong medium of understanding and commitment, and kind of figure out why you guys here, why you guys both in the same situation. So yeah, that's all I really have to say for this one. Like I said, don't put her last. I don't, put her on the clearance rag. I don't try to put her on a layaway. You get a good one, prioritize her, and make sure she feels special, make her feel loved, make sure she feels appreciated. Like I said, the same way she came into your life, the same way she can walk out that door. So, just do your best you can. You're not going to catch it's not a Pokemon, you're not going to catch them all. You know what I'm saying? This is not Pokemon, you're not going to catch them all, but you got to do your best to at least capture her and do the best you can do with that one that you do have. But yeah, that's all I really have to say. Until next time out, Coach JC.